It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you are joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. So while everyone is joining in, I want to invite you to like and share so that more quilty friends can come and join us for this fun night. I have a bundle of the week to show you, some new fabric that came in. We're going to talk about a technique for another by Annie's tutorial to get you started and feeling comfortable with soft and stable and zippers. And then we're also going to be looking at this gorgeous quilt that we have finished and quilted behind us. So thank you so much for joining us, and let's get started. So behind us, you can see for the first time, you are seeing our toes in the sand, completely pieced together, completely quilted, and it is going to be hung in the shop. We are so excited that we had our program where so many of you followed along with us, and we made blocks per month and put them all together. This is the throw size, which is 64 by 84. We have one kit that is completely assembled and ready to go. If 85 of you would like to make this, I think we'd be able to hook you up with some things. And we also can get back in the Toes in the Sand books that are standalone if you had just wanted to pick this up. Now, the cool thing about this program, if you're seeing it for the first time now, or now that it's together, you're like, oh my goodness, I need to make this. Julie Herman, over the course of last year, she had put together videos for every single block along the way. And what I love about that is that you can join in at any time. So super cool that all of those tutorial videos are out there. And if you would like to, you absolutely can start. You can preview some of the things that we watched. You can come in for some fun inspiration. And I just wanted to let you know that that great quilt is out there. So, oh, and Robin is saying that she's picking up her quilt tomorrow from Angie. She just had hers quilted, so congratulations. And Toes in the Sand, oh, Lori wanted to share that, you know, with this weather, oh my gosh, yes, it is. It's summer right now. It's only going to be summer for a few more days, and then we'll be back to spring, which is how it should be right now. I do enjoy the beautiful weather, but we want to make sure that the weather is how it's supposed to be so we can grow some nice plants and all sorts of great things. So let me know if you have any questions on any of these. And I'm just so excited. Oh, and then we just want to show you quick the back of this. This is one of those great Tula sateen wide backs. And we do have a variety that are in stock. And then very, very soon, there is a whole bunch of, I believe, 6 new basic wide backs that I'll be able to share with you that we'll be able to order again and again and again and again. That will just be great staples to the Tula wide back. All right. So are you ready to check out our bundle of the week this week? Let's take a look overhead. It's what we started with today. We know lots of you love your batiks, so we wanted to make sure that we had, I don't think we've done a bundle of the week in batik for a while. Frank, have we done a bundle of the week in batiks? He can't remember. He is so excited about all the beautiful fabrics. He just never knows. And so one of our favorite combinations is this purple and blue. So we thought we would put these together. We know this one is going to go super, super quick. We curated it from a variety of different combinations in there. And they can just go together to make some great stuff. So, you know, our fat stacks are regularly $39, but our bundles of the week are $24.99. And so you'll want to make sure that you pick that up online or in store so that you can start your next project in style. Or maybe you simply need to add some beautiful batiks to your stash. You know, that works too. So the beginning of April here is a little quiet. We actually will be getting quite a bit of fabric very, very soon, which I'm so excited to share with you. We have one line that came in this week. It actually came in today. I was so excited because it was first slated to come in tomorrow. So I told Heidi as soon as it came in, I mean, Frank, when did it land? It landed like at 3 o'clock this afternoon? Probably something like that. And so we just ripped open the boxes and prepped a stack so that we could share it with you tonight. So this is Reading Nook by Sarah Watts for Ruby Star Society. And let me grab our stack. There are, I can't even read our typing. There are 26 fabrics in this line. And then we also have 3 canvas fabrics that I'll share with you. So Frank, let's look overhead. And Reading Nook is exactly what you would think. It is books. Oops, which way? This way? This way. So books. And then we have some squirrels, which are kind of fun. Flowers. We'll also see how all these great things go together. Here, these are keyholes, so this is pretty cool. I don't know where I am tonight. Oh my goodness. So these are really cool. Frank's sitting over there laughing at me. These are tea bags. Super cool. Flowers. Some white on white flowers. This is like a white on cream. So even if you are not into super contemporary things, this is a great background fabric. All right. I know some of you are very excited. Look at the cats. They're so cute. It's like I match. I knew these were coming today. More keyholes, cute little squirrels, more books, tea, cats. Oh, I gotta make our thing go away here so we can see. Squirrels. And then we get into, oh, I love this bookcase. It is so cute. And more cats. All right, so 26 beautiful fabrics here. And we also have 3 canvases that go along with it. Look at that. Oh, the giant cat. So just for scale here. So look at how big those are. Okay, so, and then the color combinations are different. So the color combination here, there is no cat that is that color, right? Nope. So it's a different color combination here. And then you have this one, also a different color combination. And then this lavender. So this canvas here, this is 70% cotton, 30% linen. It has a very nice feel to it. And I want to show you how it goes really well with some of the other Ruby Star things. And then we'll look at some fun inspiration for what you might want to do with this. So in the swatch catalog pages, Ruby Star had paired it with some beautiful speckled fabrics. So speckled are one of the basics of Ruby Star, and it has kind of like that, if you imagine that you just flicked a paintbrush, and a few different colors, and then also a little bit of gold metallic. So that mustard goes really well. But I also thought it would be kind of fun to play and pull out a few other things. So the Pixel, which is also another basic. I thought with that raspberry, it would go really well in here. I pulled out another speckled to come down, and this may or may not be quite the right color here. In the camera here, it doesn't look quite right. And then I also thought the dragonfly, or is this a firefly? Firefly. Firefly, dragonfly. But look at that. Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool. So a lot of the different fabrics go back and forth in the whole Ruby Star grouping. Looking at a previous collection, because I was looking at those tea bags, and I thought, oh my goodness, I wonder if they go with the teacups and teaspoons from Camellia. And they do. So I pulled them out here. And you know, it is a little bit of a different coloration here, but we can see still how they go. I like the mustard the most with this here and these teaspoons. So really, you can just see layering things together, how well things play. Isn't that great? Oh, I just love it. And then flowers to just go everywhere. So we have all of this. I just put it on the website, and I do have the fat quarter and half yard stacks together. If we would sell out of them quick overnight, I would absolutely be able to make more because this just came in. Okay, and so there are 26 different fabrics here, and we have them together in the fat quarter tower and half yard tower of the whole line. If there was any of you that needed a yard tower or any other unique fabric combination of these, just let us know. Either order online, send me a message, and I can have it ready for you for pickup or ship out. So pretty. So that is the new fabric. Oh, and these squirrels are killing Betsy. She thinks they're so cute. I know, look at them. They're so cute. And we got to look at it open because, you know, you just never know. And then keep in mind, or remember that Ruby Star has the giant printed selvages that are just fun to use and fun to collect. So super cute. This looks like an old-fashioned wallpaper. Before we get on to our little demo, I want to show you a couple of the fun little notion-y things that came in today. And we also got a couple new patterns that I ordered when our sales rep came by. So they might not be all new, but the thing that I like about it is that it is just some newer things that we haven't had in the store or haven't had in the store for a while. So those are fun. All right, who's ready for 414 Day tomorrow? Isn't that fun? 414 Day. I love it. You know, we're in Elm Grove, and so we're technically 262, but you know, that doesn't really turn into a date at all, right? So we could like do, unless if we pretend we're European, and then like February 26th, because don't they say that 26-2, right? Is that how they do it, Frank? I think so. So then it could kind of be like, you know, 262 days. So maybe we need to do that next year. We need to pretend that we're European and celebrate on the February 26th, 262 day. Okay, I like that. All right, So now I want to show you a couple fun things that we got in. And, you know, we all have been adoring all these zipper pulls from either Ruby Star, Kathy Holden. And guess what? She came out with mini super charms. So let's look at these overhead for scale so you can see them. So these here are just so adorable. And this is the one that we had in, that we got in today. We didn't get any others in. I don't know if they're on back order or what the deal is, but if there are any other ones, they're on back order. Okay. So, but look at that. So you could have the mama and the baby of the same one, and then they are paired up differently. So the large is the pattern with So Cute, and then you have here the dress form with the pattern. Oh, just adorable. So the large is $11.99, so it's about $6 a zipper pull. And then the baby one is $9.99, so it's about $5 a zipper pull. And so those are just super cute. And I have that right there. So you can, if you wanted to scoop that one up, and if there are other ones that you were looking for, let us know, and we can put you on the list for when they would come in. I have no idea as to an ETA when we are looking at back orders of those coming in. We got in the Cluck Cluck Sew Modern Holiday Table Runners Volume 2. There are 6 different table runners in here, and they are just really nice size, and they're sort of, I believe they're scaled down versions of full-size quilts that she has. I love these cute ghosts, and I know we've seen these before, but I wanted to bring these back because, well, we're sewing for holidays all year long. These are just great, so we're going to put it in our seasonal area just to sort of be around all the time. And this pattern is $13.50, and you might think for a pattern this is pricey, but this is actually more of a booklet, and she has great illustrations. There are 6 patterns in here, and so it is a really great price. That it's just a little, maybe $2 1/4 a pattern, so that's not bad at all. Next up, we have a skill building quick and easy block tool book. 110 quilt blocks. Frank, let's look overhead. This is a C&T book. This reference book isn't necessarily new, but I love being able to have reference tools like this, especially for those of you that like to create your own adventures. Being able to just have a variety of different things. You know, maybe you don't want to use a tool like EQ, but instead you simply want to look at scaling some things on your own. And then each of the blocks has a finished block size of 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So we had done a program years ago in the shop called Size Matters, where we had played along with showing you different blocks by the same size, and that's kind of what we're doing with the sampler Glimmer and Gleam as we're going along, where we're showing you a different block in several different scales that we're then putting together. So anyhow, so this is 110 quilt block sizes, and then there's also project ideas in here. Really great tool. And so here it shows you this block, and then shows you ways you could put it together into a project. So kind of cool. Next up, I have 2 different Annie's quilting books. So not to be confused with By Annie's, but these are project books. This is Small Blocks, Big Designs, 11 quilts featuring 6-inch blocks, bonus 12-inch block cutting for 6 of the quilts. So that's also the concept of same block, 2 different scales. The thing that I like about these books is that they're more like magazines, that they have a really nice price point. So it's $12.99. You do get 11 different projects. They're not necessarily the most complex projects, but if you just need that quick and easy idea and want to see just some different inspiration, this is super great. And I love, love, love this blue fabric here. It would go very, very well with the new collection that we have in that sunny side. You know, once again, we only had gotten in the blue side here, but with the green print here. I believe this was from Nantucket Shore last year, but you could truly just pull in some greens to be able to have a 2-color quilt there. So that's kind of cool. Oh, and Melissa asked how much for this big block book, the one that I just showed. So this one here, this one is $19.95, and there are 110 different blocks in 5 different sizes, and then you have your bonus project ideas. So I think that that is a really great value. And all of the books and patterns that I'm showing you are on the website right now. And I don't have a link here for you, but this code is, if you typed in on the website, 313152. I know that that's not the most friendly way to do it, but that would easily get you to it if you had wanted it there. Otherwise, sending me a message, and I'd be more than happy to set it aside for you. And we will have all of these new books and patterns up at the front register for your viewing pleasure. The second Annie's quilting book is Stash Busting Weekend Quilts, and it's 13 projects to stitch up in no time. And this book is only $9.99, and you see the variety of projects, all relatively simple, yet still beautiful results. So one of the quilters that I was talking to today came in, and she was just saying that she loved having really simple projects. So she picked up another 3-yard quilt book today and 3-yard cuts in order to make another project, because she said she always likes to have an easy project while she's working on a harder project. Because sometimes if she just has her long-standing project, like let's say a Toes in the Sand, that if she gets too frustrated with a block, she loves being able to have that easy satisfaction of just being able to quick finish up a project, have something tangible. It satisfies that need to finish something. And then after she's done with that, her head is cleared, and then she goes back and likes to play with her more tedious designs. So something to think about if you're thinking that, oh, you know, I like things that are a little bit more complicated. Maybe try mixing some things up to add in some simple to your complicated to just help you feel a little bit more satisfied if you're looking for additional satisfaction in your sewing. Not new, but back in stock, we did get the Cave glass cases with the microfiber cloth back in stock. We had them on back order since December. So I'm super excited that they came in, and for those of you who are waiting for them, they are here now. Let's take a peek at the By Annie project that I was going to show you today. So we have I'm going to share my screen to share a pattern. So there's a free and downloadable pattern available from the By Annie site, and I'm going to share with you the URL in order to get that. It's very similar to a for purchase pattern that we have available in store. This one is a little bit smaller, and it is a no cost pattern that is available. We have it in a few, so this here is, are we not plugged in? Okay, let's see here. Frank's just going to get us back on board with being able to check in. The overhead camera is being a little finicky today. So this particular pattern is, let me see if we can get us zoomed back in. See, live show, you just never know what's going to happen. I can't see, so. Oh, here we go. So we have here that we have a couple different samples of this bag, and my step outs are in different fabrics, but this particular, if we're making a pencil case pattern, I thought it'd be super fun to use pencil fabric. Isn't this fun? So I did go ahead and I put the pencil fabric in the bundle of the week section because I wanted you to be able to find it easily. This is from a fabric collection called 9 to 5 that has a whole bunch of retro things that you might use in an office. And I just love, 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 I love my number 2 pencils. And the words that are on these pencils are pretty cool. So it's hustle, tenacity, be brave, do the work, looking sharp, 9 o'clock, strive. So lots and lots of fun there. And this is a Paintbrush Studio Fabrics line. So how is this different from the 4 purchase pattern? The 4 purchase pattern, which is called Quick Zip Case. This bag is pieced. It has a tab. Jackie, who made our sample, she went ahead and added the tab to it. And then there also is a second size in it for the quick zip case. So there's 2 different sizes in this particular one. So very, very simple, similar to the pencil case for Lola, but a little bit larger and more ample for different tools. So that's the difference between those 2, and that's why you still might want to go ahead and get that quick zip case. So I'm going to pull out the step outs that I have to share with you in order to show you how to have this all go together. So the pattern that you download, free and downloadable, it's a full pattern, which is super awesome and tells you all the different things, and there are some really nice step outs there for how you would do that. Step 1, which you are going to want to do, like anything, is you prepare your pieces. So you are going to, you're going to cut your lining and your soft and stable, your handles, your borders, bindings, zippers, and zipper pulls. So you're going to want a square of your soft and stable. And we do have the soft and stable on the website now, and I'll show you the packages that we also carry. You'll have 2 different fabrics, and this is a light gray here, which we're going to be using for our lining fabric. You are going to want your handle piece, and the handle piece is what the handle is this thing here. And so this is the handle, just a straight piece of fabric. The zipper pull, which is a bonus add-on here that we did. And then the binding, a little border, so this accent piece here. This would be completely optional and not necessary to the function. And then you also are going to be making your own little zipper pull. And you also need a zipper. So we're showing and using the Biani zippers. The Biani zippers can be a little bit easier to use because of the wider zipper tape. If you have a whole bunch of the other Atkinson design zippers that we have in the store, those work really well as well. They just have a little bit narrower of a tape and a smaller pull. Okay, so that is what we need to do to prep to get started. After we've prepped everything, what you're going to want to do is quilt the fabric. So when you quilt your fabric, she tells you that you want to make sure you have a horizontal line an inch in, then 3 inch, 3 inch, 3 inch, which is an inch from here. And the reason, and then you can go crosswise this way. The reason why the marking for this particular bag is important, and not just to have a free form whatever you want. You could free form whatever you want, but you still want these horizontal lines. And why? It's because it forms the structure of our bag when we fold it in, okay? So I didn't quite notice that at first when I was looking at the instructions, but now I understand that that horizontal line creates that indent in the soft and stable, okay? After you have it together, you are going to want to mark and stitch where your border, or where that little accent piece is going to go, okay? So in this case, I have a different accent than the one we initially cut out, but it's kind of cut like a binding, okay? So you're going to, you have a folded piece of fabric, you're going to sew 1/4 inch, you fold it over, and then you can top stitch it. Now this is in between two of our quilting lines, so you just have this really nice decorative strip. You could also use a ribbon if you'd like, or if you'd prefer, you can keep that line off to begin, you know, all together if you just didn't want to have any muss or fuss. It also could be fun if you have a decorative stitch on your machine that you wanted to play with, that you could do that as well. So it is completely decorative and not functional at all. Next up, you will want to attach your zippers, okay? So if you are using zipper by the yard, you'll want to cut that to size, and you are going to, don't be afraid, you are going to put your zipper right side down on top of your quilted surface and stitch along the edge. Then you'll turn it, and then you are going to edge stitch it in. And when you edge stitch it in, the really nice thing about it is that it ends up finishing the back side so that you don't have any raw edges, and it looks super nice and polished. You're going to repeat that on the other side, where you simply line up this other edge here on the side. You can use your Wonder Clips in order to hold everything in place. These work fantastically well. As you're working, you're going to want to make sure that the zipper pull is out of the way, because you don't want to stitch on there. Now, you want to use caution if you're moving that zipper pull, because you don't want to pull it past, right? You don't want to pull it past where it's so it goes off the edge. You want to make sure that you don't create more work for yourself than needed. All right, so we're going to do that, and then you turn it out so that it works and finishes just like this, okay? After that is done, you are going to prepare the handle and the tab. So the handle and the tab are prepared in the same way. Going to take a piece of fabric, fold, 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 press, okay? Stitch to secure it, and that would become here after we turn it right side out. And then this, the same way but shorter, we're going to fold and put this edge here. Now, do you need the tab? You absolutely do not need the tab, but where the tab comes in helpful is that when you are re-zipping the bag back up, it is just nice to be able to hold on to it. So you could do that with any bag that you'd like. All right, so you're just going to secure these in within the 1/4 inch. Then we are going to sew the edge of our bag and then cut off the ends of our zippers. So here we have the bag like this, right? But in order to sew it together, we're going to want to turn it inside out. So we can turn it here, right? Turn it. And then what we're going to do is we are going to sew along the edge. Now what's important here, so see how my little handle wants to hang out on the outside? You want to make sure that handle is tucked in the inside there, because if we don't stitch it inside, then we're going to actually have it appear in the inside of the bag. So we're stitch, 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 clip, clip, and you want to make sure that your zipper pull is in the middle here to make it easier to turn. We're not quite ready to turn yet because we want to box our corners. So we are going to, but before we box our corners, we want to bind our ends. I skipped a step. Oh my goodness, I skipped a step. So everything's all nice. Then we'll take our edges. We're going to bind it. You could use the little binding, or you could just use fabric. If you didn't want to, you didn't have to bind it, but the binding just makes everything look super polished and super professional. And now that everything's bound, you are going to go ahead and box your edges. And so boxing your corners here, we tuck it in, follow the instructions, and we sew that little bit so that we end up with a really nice box. And that stitch looks like this. These have not been, have they been cut off? They have not been cut off, so that there is nothing left unfinished. And then when you leave those corners intact like this, it gives it a little bit extra structure for standing up, okay? And then last, what we're going to do is that we are going to create our zipper pull. You could use a little piece of ribbon or twill or such, or you do just like you did, but narrower, how we did with our handles. We're going to take a narrower strip of fabric and turn in, press, and stitch. And put in just like that. Super, super fun, super, super easy. I hope that looked simple enough for you. Annie also has a thorough video going along with it to share with you. I just wanted to show you that if you have been afraid of attacking something like this, the Soft and Stable is really fun to use, and the zippers are not, they really are very, very simple. You're just sewing straight lines. We have a little bit of Soft and Stable left on the roll, and what we found out, I didn't realize this, I just had boldly made the wrong assumption that if we bought by the roll, it would be more cost effective for you. And after we priced everything out, we realized that's actually not the case. So there just must be some extra shipping involved with having the bulky roll go from one zip code to the other. So we started bringing in the packaged manufacturer bundles, and these have a little bit better price for you. So we have them in the 18-inch size. So the 18, which is a half yard, is $11.95. The 1 yard piece, that's 36 by 58, we have in both the regular color as well as the black color. These are both $18.95. Rather than on the roll, we sell it for $20 a yard. And then we have the 2 yard piece, which is $36.95. And so you're saving, this is the most cost effective when you buy it by the 2-yard piece, and this is 72 by 58. So the most expensive would be buying it a 1/2 yard at a time, and the most cost effective is buying it 2 yards at a time. And this is cheaper than buying it off the roll. My computer just went away, so that's why I am sounding crazy. All right, now I am back. All right, so I am going to give you a little bit of a tease of the latest 12-pack pattern, which is going to be the April pattern of the month. You know, we kind of go by the pattern of the month. I shouldn't call it April pattern of the month. I should just call it the next 12-pack pattern that we're making available to you. So this is the Modern Star, and Heidi's been working on this. Next week we'll be doing a demo of the block, as well as showing you if we have samples of other versions of this quilt. But Frank, come on over. Let's take a peek. He's going to help me share this quilt with you. So this is one of those quilts that we're going to share with you. I think it's side, and so we don't have the border on here. Okay, all right, here we go. Look at this. So we still need to put the top and bottom border on. This is 12 fat quarters and a background. We used Date Night by Basic Gray, and this is just so fun. We did include some grunge in our 12-pack that I'll share with you in just a moment, because I wanted there to be a little bit of a place for the eye to rest. And then in addition to this gray and black, we have this really good beige in there that just helps give some really beautiful contrast. So this is the Modern Star pattern I'm going to be sharing with you as a complimentary pattern for you when you check out, or if you have something shipped, or just even for coming in. We want to give you other reasons to come. And I didn't see Moda post a 12-pack pattern that they're following, so we're just not going to wait any longer for them, and we're jumping ahead and choosing our own one that we're sharing for this month. If they come out with a different one, we'll hop on and make that one available as well. We still have the Cross Street, which we have the gorgeous quilt that we made up, and we made more 12-pack bundles for that gorgeous quilt that I shared with you, as well as made the fun video for last week. We're going to look overhead and take a peek at the fabrics that we included in our 12-pack for our date night for this quilt. So Frank, let's look overhead. We have this beautiful floral here, a grunge, and then we have some that have that little bit warmer piece. I am also going to share with you, and what is the size of the quilt that I showed you. Modern Star is going to finish 53 by 71 when it is finished. We don't have the top and bottom border on that one yet, and you could extend it as well. You will need 3 1/4 yards of background and 5/8 of a yard of binding. So I think what this could also finish is that you could put a narrow background border, and then if you had loved borders, you could add a different border. I chose not to include any large scale florals in the 12-pack, or because I thought that these pieces get chopped up pretty much, and so I wanted to have them be small scale, but I thought this could be a great extra border for going around the outside. And yes, it's just like a little black dress. So that is super, super fun. So we'll be sharing a little bit more about that with you next month. Not next month, next week, where we'll have step outs and be able to share that with you. And we'll have a full quilt top to be able to look at as well. So that's super cool. I just couldn't wait, and I had to show you because, well, I just had to show you with all the fun stuff. Other fun things that we have going on is Heidi has been busy making some additional 6-yard bundles that we have available in store. They aren't on the website, so those of you that shop in store, super lucky. And I'm going to share them with you, just visually show. And if you're not able to stop in and you're watching this and you wanted to let me know sooner than later, if we still have it around, I'd be more than happy to send you an invoice to check you out. Okay, so we just have a few, and these are just so awesome that I had to share. So we have a wine bundle with some great pieces. So these would be great for table toppers. We probably could look overhead at this. So these are 6 single yards. You could make 2 3-yard quilts, or a bunch of small projects, or 1 bigger quilt. So we have 1 tonal and then some great novelty pieces here. I love these corks. So all of the sale yard bundles I'm going to show you are $44.99. This one is the wine bundle. So if you needed the wine bundle, just say, Julie, I need the wine bundle. Okay, now I have a barn bundle. Ooh. So I have a barn bundle with some really fun little fabrics in here. I think we have a few different varieties, so these might all be one-ups of the barn varieties that I have, but these work super great. In the store, we have a yellow brick road made up of this fabric line, and I think that it would work super well in a few different projects. And this would also, if you want to make 2 baby quilts, 2 3-yard quilt projects would be fantastic. I can't believe that we ended up with some Stacy Shoe in some sale yard bundles here. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So these cute little jungle animals here, super cute. Have a little bit more of our pinks and red fabrics left, so it's kind of a curated collection of a beautiful day and some of this lady luck and some other gorgeous stuff here in here. Super pretty. This fun grouping here, this is Safari Sunrise. This is one of my favorite little fabrics here with the rose and this really pale yellow. Super cute. Fun rainbows. And those secret or the crazy little alligators. Look at those little alligators. Super cute. A springy bundle with some hearts and some flowers. This is a curated mashup of a bunch of different fabrics. Some chicks, and oh, these are just so cute. I love this. I don't know how we have this particular fabric left, actually, with all of these little tulips and daffodils and daisies. It's just so cute. So each of these 6-yard bundles that I'm sharing with you are value priced at $44.99. Again, they aren't online. We have them available in store, but if you're watching from afar and you wanted us to set one aside for you or wanted to send one to you, let us know, because I can invoice you and ship. And then we have a knitting sheep sale bundle. So some knitting sheep, more knitting sheep. Super fun. And the last one I'm going to share with you is a sort of a modern nursery look with woodland creatures and contemporary fabrics here. So love these owls, super cute. We have some mushrooms, blenders, cute little ladybugs, blender, and then this great floral piece. Lots and lots and lots of good stuff. So that's what I got for you tonight. We have our bundle of the week, which I'm going to show you again. We have a sneak peek of our, as Robin says, little black dress, but it's actually date night. And what did I do with that one? That one is right here. This guy here that we showed you a sneak peek of our modern star quilt. I have that. This is a $39 fat stack. This is a full price fat stack. This is with a background, would work great with any grunge. And then we also had the beautiful Reading Nook that also had the super great cat canvas. So all of the Reading Nook fabrics as well as the fat 1/4 and 1/2 yard towers are on the website. Lots of really great, amazing things. I am so happy that you tuned in to join us today. We have lots of great stuff in the store. We look forward to seeing you. As always, if you have any questions, make sure to pop them in the comments, send me an email, and I'd be more than happy to respond. A little bit of upcoming news for you. As I said, later this month, we're getting lots and lots and lots of amazing fabric that I'll be able to share with you. And then our Skinny Bolt sale for April is going to be in a couple weeks. It's going to be on the 28th of April. So that is super, super, super exciting. And you'll want to make sure to tune in before that. Oh, before we go, Lisa just wants to know if the knitting sheep bundle is half black and half white. I can send you a picture of that. It is actually more light with just this one darker piece. Thank you again. Happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.